What up, though? It's the word. Check this, man. There's a lot of conversations for a while now about what men should do, what women should do, how men should be, how women should be, right? And I'll be the first to admit there's a problem on both sides. I'm not naive to it. We all can see it. It's a problem on both sides. But the bigger problem is this. There are good men and there are good women out there. And people tend to focus on the negative, right? Instead of focusing on the positive. And when I was younger, my grandmother told me, appreciate the things you have and nurture and grow those. And don't focus on the things that you don't want. Because when you begin to focus on the things you don't want, the things that are good for you slowly start disappearing. And that's what I hear, you know. I'm just being honest, being real. You know, your reality is yours, right? And that's predicated upon the people you put yourself around, places you go, you know, the environments you're in. And if you keep attracting the same thing, that's you. You know, maybe you need to change. If you keep seeing women like this or men like this, maybe that's just your experience and what you putting yourself around. And to say the majority or this, that, look, that's just your experience. That's just not everyone's reality. And you need to take a look at that. You know, life is about you being accountable for you. You know, if you keep experiencing certain things, you need to evaluate. You need to analyze and see what you're doing wrong. The people you putting yourself around. You know, sometimes you might have to relocate to have a whole different experience. You know, you want to be stubborn and make things the way you want it in the condition or environment you're in, then have at it. But that's just not reality. Reality is this. Things are the way they are. You know, and then if you want to change things, you have to change. You know, sometimes it's the people you're around and the environment. You have to get in more prosperous, productive environments. And you're responsible for putting yourself there. You know, if your environment is a particular way and you want to make effective change, well, you got to put the work in and do it. You know, you can't hope and wish other people make your reality or make your life better. You got to do it yourself. So what I'm telling you is this. Stop focusing on things you don't want. Focus on things you do. Find ways to get to the things you do instead of change the things you don't. That's all you got to do. Life is not hard. We make it hard. You know, we can say this is against us, that is against us, but ultimately it's us against us. You got to deal with your own mind and then your own people. You know, change the people. After I fix my mind, I change the people. You know, that's just what it is. You know, you want to put yourself in a box and get mad because that box ain't beneficial to you, then remember, you put yourself there. The way we think is the way we act. If you keep thinking things are just bad, that's all you gonna get is bad. You know, focus on the good. If you keep talking about how men are or how women are, you know what you gonna do? The negative part. You keep focusing on the negative aspect of this is what's gonna happen. The good people who you might have a potential of interacting with, nobody want to be around that. You know, I do. Me personally, you know, I can't speak for every man, but I handle my business, right? I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son, I'm a brother, I'm an uncle, I'm a cousin. I handle my business. I do what's right by my people, and I do what's right by me. And when I hear people talk about men are like this, men are like that, I don't even feel the need to defend myself. At times, honestly, I feel bad. And then I get over that too. But it's like that's their experience and that's the people you're around. You need to put yourself around better people. You need to put yourself around better environments. And that's just the honest truth. You know, I mean, if you in a impoverished environment, you will have impoverished thinking people. That's just what it is. You know, if you're around a negative, chaotic environment, you will have negative and chaotic thinking people. That's just what it is. And for you to think that's just what life is, that just shows how much you haven't experienced, how much you haven't got out of those environments. You know, everybody don't live miserable. People live happy, joyous life. You know, everyone has problems. That's a fact. Issues go occur. That's it. Some people understand that and know how to navigate through it. Some people let the problems run them. It's all about how you think, you know. And sometimes to think different, you have to change things. You have to change the people you're around, change the environment. You have to bring greater awareness, you know. Put yourself around the things you desire. But that's all I got.